Asia and John.
Asia and John.
Asia and John, a couple for the ages.
Hey, sister.
Boo boo.
Good day, lovely.
Hi, Asia.
Hi, Asia.
Hello.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, Asia. Happy Bachelorette.
Hi, Asia and John.
Okay, hi. Arriba, we're in Mexico. Okay, that's like the only weird thing I'm gonna do in this whole video, I promise.
Hello. I tried to do this video with a filter because I felt like that would be very fun, very on brand, but the camera doesn't do that. Did you know that? What? So we have to use Snapchat or Instagram for that? Unacceptable. Got all these engineers out here. They need to fix that immediately. Alas, I will continue on with my unfiltered face.
I'm doing this all wrong. And as a photographer, you're gonna be mad at me because I think this is the good lighting. It's kind of a foggy day, but I think this is the good lighting. But when I turn this way, you get the Capitol view, but I've got this like shadowy thing going on. Also, my hair is not the best today, but it's 99% humidity. Anyways, this is not about my less than glamorous hair, and it's about you.
Hashtag relationship goals for real though, for so many reasons.
Things I love about you and John. One, also because we love enumeration, keeps things organized. You can make a list if you wanted. I love it. One, I love the level of support you guys provide each other. So I'm not talking about like, yeah, whatever you need, I'm there. I mean like the Asia and John support level, like the deepest level of helping each other figure out a situation or what to do or literally anything. It's crazy. It can be the littlest thing to the biggest thing. I remember when you guys were dating, I don't know how far along it was, but you were getting your new Prius, I think your second Prius, and I was like, so like, is there like a bank involved? Is there a loan? Like, is it cash? I don't get it. And you were like, oh my God, John has been going at it. He has got all these things, all these recommendations, all these ideas. And I was like, I mean, yeah, it's cool to have help, but like, that's insane. Like, what's his hourly rate? This is amazing. I feel like if you were to be like, John, this purple pen I use every day is no longer cutting it. He would be like, all right, I'm buying every pen at Staples. I'm calling in pen consultants. We're flying in the best. Like, and he'd be like, we're getting a quote on all the new pens. You give it 1000%. And I find it so amazing and so interesting and really inspiring. It's just so awesome to see someone care so much for another person. I love you guys have that.
One of my favorite things about John and Asia as a couple is how well they support each other.
He supports you in all that you do, everything, which is a lot of stuff because you are a boss lady and you do all the things. And he supports you as an individual and the things that you want to do to grow as an individual person, and all of the things that you guys want to do to grow as a couple.
John is your #1 fan. Anytime I ever hear him talking about you, it's something positive. It is him being excited about you and something that you're doing. And there's so much support there. And I think that's so essential to marriage. And it's so awesome and exciting and keeps things fun.
We love you both, and we think you make a great couple. I shouldn't really speak for us, but I think you make a great couple. Congratulations, you two. You're closer than you think.
You guys have actually figured out a lot already. I mean, the fact that you work together, you're supportive of each other, that's huge. So I'm glad to see that Asia has actually found someone that is not only supportive, but that's a good person, that's just good to her. So for both of you, John, welcome to the family, and Asia, I'm very happy for you.
So the question that we're answering is, what do we love about you and John and your relationship together? And it got me thinking about how, unfortunately, I haven't got to spend a lot of time with you guys. You got together after I moved out of San Luis Obispo, so I don't have any specific stories or memories that come to mind about being in person with you guys, but I do hope to make some of those memories here in the future. What I can tell you that I love is what I've seen from a distance, and this next part is hard for me to get through without tearing up, so kind of bear with me. I've tried it like 20 times so far. But what I love is that you guys support and encourage each other wholeheartedly. And I've seen that in many different ways. But you are 100% yourself around him. You are a kind, smart, talented, ambitious, hardworking, beautiful, amazing, amazing woman. And I've seen him support and encourage you in every ounce of you that you are. And in turn, I've seen you encourage and support him in many, 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 many ways as well. I can't tell you how important that is to having a best friend for life. Whew. And so I'm just so happy that you found it in John. I can't think of somebody more perfect for you. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I'm so happy that you guys are together and getting married.
I know you guys are going to have an amazing marriage. You two are total rock stars, and even better together. You know, obviously you are so driven and passionate about photography, and the way that he supports you is really incredible. And just the love that you guys have for each other and the support that you give each other for your individual dreams and passions is truly amazing, and a really good foundation to build a relationship and marriage on. And
both of you support each other really well, and that neither of you expects the other person to be perfect, and you're very good at seeing the other person for who they are and accepting them and caring about them, loving them and supporting them through all of that.
2, I love that you guys are so true to yourselves, having known you for so long, from before you met John to now with John. I love that it's still knowing the same person. And I honestly can't say that for all of the couples I know. Like, a lot of people think it's a given in a relationship, and it definitely is not. I love that you guys are so you're a very cohesive unit, but you're also an individual. And I love that you have that, because it just, to me, makes the unit even stronger by being your own person and bringing that to the table rather than just like kind of molding to the other.
I think one of the top reasons why I love you two together so much is because separately, you're both just such a delight, right? Like, you're like two little sparklers that got lit on the 4th of July, right? And then when you come together, I just see the two of you shining that much brighter and sparkling so much more than you do by yourselves, which to me is just pure evidence that you guys are perfect for one another, because you celebrate each other, you have each other's backs, you're each other's biggest friggin' fans. And it's so fun to get to be witness to that.
I think that John is completely perfect for you. He goes and gets his nails done for you or with you, and he's pretty much perfect. You guys fit together like peanut butter jelly, and I couldn't be happier.
It's kind of weird because I realized before making this video that I've known you before John, but I can't remember you without John, which shows how perfect you guys are, that he just fit right in.
You make a great pair, first of all. You seem like a great match for each other. You're both fun-loving and friendly and good at engaging people, but also non-drinkers, but still lots of fun.
Asia and John, 1 + 2 equals amazing wealth of information. They both are geniuses, so they're perfect for each other in that way. They love to talk, both. So, like, in a good way. Like, they'll never run out of anything to say to each other, which I think will be good, especially if you're going to grow old together. It will never be boring, for sure.
I feel like they're both geniuses in completely different ways. So every time I chat with them or hang out with them, I just feel like we dig deep, we have good times.
One of the things I admire the most about you is your ability to relate and connect with so many different kinds of people. It's amazing. I meet a new person every time I see you, whether we're running into them on the street, which we pretty much always do, run into somebody that Asia knows on the street, no matter where we are. You're going to be one of those people who, like, you're going to be in Costa Rica and you'll run into somebody you know. It's crazy. Anyway, but the amazing part of your relationship with John is that with him, all of these things that connect you to all these different people are boiled down into what I'm going to call the essential Asia. He brings out the purest and the truest form of you, and he appreciates everything about you and who you are and all that you will be.
We've known each other a really long time. And there are a million things that I love about you and that make me feel really lucky to have had you in my life all these years. But the thing that I love and I admire most about you is your ability to touch people's lives wherever you are and to inspire them and make them feel special and loved and to have better days and better lives because they've had you in their life. And that is an extraordinary gift, and it is something that so few of us have. And I really, really love your ability to unlock other people's potential and to make them feel special and to have that sense of love and grace in their life. And I think that what I'm most excited for you and John in this next chapter of your guys' life together is your ability to double your collective impact on other people's lives. You guys together are so infectious and do such a good job of lifting other people up and inspiring them and bringing joy to other people's lives that this next journey for you guys is going to be so exciting. And I'm so proud and I'm so excited and I'm so happy for you guys and for all of the love that I know that you guys are going to bring into the world together.
Number three. Is it 4? Oh, so much for enumeration. We're going with 3. I love you guys travel together. I know that people are like, I love to travel, but it's like, really, do you? Or do you just like the idea of travel? And it's great to see that when you have that priority, you're with someone who also sees it as a priority and that you have so much fun together on your trips. Number 1 fan of John's Snapchats. To this day, I will never give that up. Love it. And I just love seeing you guys have such a good time on your trips.
I love how the two of you experienced life together. You guys travel together, and that's something that I love also. And I can't wait to see all the places that you guys go in your relationship, because I love watching you guys travel together and all the things you do. And I love that he understands how you travel. We've talked about this before. He knows how many Starbucks breaks you need, which is a lot, and that's real important. And he knows that you need to rest. And he knows that no matter how you get there, you are going to get the perfect photo of whatever it is that you need to find in XYZ city. And he's willing to go above and beyond to get you there.
And I wanted to say hi from a place that's very special to both of us, and I know at some point we are going to come back here together, but I'm thinking of you from Paris.
Four, 3. This is not that hard. 4. I love how much fun you guys have together. Like, have you seen you? Like, you guys are so fun. Like, all these videos from the weddings. It's like, are they hired to be here? Because they are the life of the party. I mean, I just want a video recording of John's laugh to take with me and just make me feel happy. You guys just have such a good time together. And I know not every day is like perfect and happy and playing Catan, but I love being around 2 people that just have so much fun together.
It's been so great to see you guys make memories together and see you guys just laugh and have fun. And, you know, you two are so in love that it really comes across to everybody around you, and you really put out this energy together to everybody around you that is so uplifting. And, yeah, you guys are such a power couple and gonna take over the world with all the shit that you're doing. And yeah, I'm super excited for you guys to eventually finally get married.
I love the competitive spirit that you both share, whether it be board games or taking to Instagram to settle some really intense, you know, celebrity versus celebrity popularity situation and really getting that public opinion from everybody, or, you know, really knowing when you guys need to compromise on something, things that are not worth fighting about or not worth competing about, but really knowing what's important about your relationship, that you guys can come to some sort of compromise. I think that's amazing.
Another thing that I love about them together is that they are just so fun. They're always the life of the party, and you know that whenever John and Asia are around, you're going to have a good time because they're just so funny and they make everything exciting, and you can just tell how much they are perfect for each other and love each other. And I'm just so excited to see what their future has in store for them.
One of my favorite memories of you and John together is we went clubbing. I think it was for your, 26th, 27th birthday. And it was probably the last time we went clubbing because I'm old. And we were dancing the whole time, and you were wearing this awesome dress. And of course, your ass looked amazing. And you know it. So you gave your phone to John, and you're like, here, video me with my ass shaking on the dance floor. And that fool took 20 different angles. He was all up under it, on the sides. And Johnny, this is when he still barely knew you, he came up to me and he's like, do they always do this? And I was like, yes. And he's like, that's awesome. And at that moment, I knew that not only did I fully buy into your love story, but so did Johnny, which is very, very important to me.
I love our Thursday taco nights. I just feel like they're always good friends I can count on, and I love them as a team. They're both fireballs, but they just are both they make the best fireball together, and I always have fun with them. Always a good time. We always have the most amazing conversations.
Before Yessie's nails took over all of our lives, in a good way, Asia would paint her nails the colors of John's football team, I think. So devoted. It would be when it was whatever season, and then be the weekend, she'd paint each and every finger the colors of the teams. And she'd, it was very cute that she would do that, because I would never do that. But he doesn't really have a favorite team, so yeah. But I always thought that was really cute that she did that for John.
And I wanted to share one of my favorite memories, and that is the night that someone ran into a transmitter in San Luis Obispo. Everything went dark. Marco called me and thought the world was ending on his way home from work. And then the first thing I did was run out into the middle of the street, not knowing what to do, and then call you and John. And you and John came over, picked us up. We drove to the site to figure out what was going on. And there were people and tons of energy, and it was such an adventure. And then you and John continued to take us around San Luis Obispo and tour us around and show us the town for the next 2 hours. And it was so fun. John was full of stories, and we just had a blast, and I'll never forget that night.
27, I don't know, whatever number, next. I love this story. I don't know if you remember, but we were in the car one time. I think I was still living in SLO, and you were talking about your perfect man, and you were like, oh my gosh, if I weren't dating John, I think the guy I would date would be basically John. Just all the things you just re-described John, and you're like, well, good thing I'm dating him then, because that is literally my perfect man. And I remember thinking oh, that is so cool. I know people are like, David Beckham's so cute or whatever, but it's just really cool when you think about if you could have anyone, or if you could be with anyone in the world, you're like, oh my gosh, the person I'm with is that person.
And I love when John is around. One of my favorite memories, right? Asia, when you texted me, when you guys were coming back from Morgan's wedding, and you were like, oh my gosh, we might not make our connecting flight. Want to meet up in Boston really randomly? Let's have dinner. And of course, you and John were together, and I was just as excited. I love you. Duh. But I was just as excited to get to hang out with John. And you can't always say that about your friend's significant other. Am I right, ladies?
I love you, and I love John so much.
Plus, he's going to be my brother, and I think that's amazing.
I love that I've gotten to spend some really good time with the two of you. I love being able to spend time with John alone, but I also just love the three of us being together. I really will always cherish your guys' trip to DC, and it means so much you came out here for the 4th. Spending that time hanging out in your Airbnb and talking about literally everything was just one of the best things for me. And I as an adult and being kind of part of my friend's relationship sometimes, I'm like, if you guys are going on a trip, I'm just going to join. Like, I'm kind of your third wheel. Deal with it. I really, really appreciated the amount of time that we got to spend together and just having so many jokes and so many fun things to do that we now have memories of means literally the world to me.
And you deserve all the best in the world and all the happiness, and I think that he's giving that to you.
I just want to say have the best time in Mexico, truly. I know this party is going to be everything that you imagined and more.
I'm sorry I cannot be there to celebrate it with you.
I am so incredibly excited for you. I'm so sorry I couldn't be there.
I am sure you guys are having a blast up in Mexico. I wish that I could be there with you guys.
I can't wait to see you as a beautiful bride and hopefully do your makeup if you guys don't elope or run to the courthouse before I get my hands on your face.
Asia, I love you so much. Happy bachelorette party. I wish I can give you something even bigger than this moment in Mexico, but I know that it's a great start for you and John to start your lives together, whenever that may be. There's no rush at all to get married. This is the fun part. I know that you guys are truly already married, essentially, like what John's mom said, and I firmly believe that you guys, again, embody that love for each other in your everyday lives. I wish you a lifetime of happiness.
So, on that note, while we are here in an exotic place, I would like to raise a fictitious glass to you. Hopefully we all have glasses right now that we can raise. And to Asia and John and all of the new adventures to come. Yay!
I'm so excited to be celebrating your bachelorette with you in Mexico and cannot wait for all of the festivities and pictures and dance parties, and just can't wait for the fun to begin.
I am so glad we are here celebrating your bachelorette party. What? Remember when we talked about your bachelorette party before John even existed? So crazy. I love it. But I am so happy for you guys. I can't wait for the rest. And how cool is that it's not like, oh my God, and now it's just a wedding and then life is okay. It's just gonna keep getting better. This is the best news ever. I am so excited.
So congratulations. I'm so excited for you and I love you so much.
And I love you. Bye.
All right, love you. Bye.
I love you. Have fun.
I love you guys.
Congratulations. See you
We
soon.
look forward to many more years.
Love you both.
Love you guys both. Bye.
Love you both so much.
Love you both.
Love you.
Mwah.
Kalagis.